Okay, explain that for. Let me give you guys a chance. I will turn on your microphone and one can explain me different kinds of operating system that you know about. Okay? Wait. Okay, now you are able to turn on your microphone. So please, anyone want to volunteer and explain the how many types of operating there?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, yes, explain. Anyone speak up? There's nothing to worry.
From Android, Windows, Ubuntu, Linux.
See, yeah, that's it. And let's see how much. See, so if anyone doesn't know, you can learn from each other, right? Such as if anyone hasn't heard about Ubuntu yet, so they can see, okay, what is that? And yes, Parrot OS, Kali Linux, Mac OS, Windows. Mainly, the three operating system that we know is Windows, Mac OS, and iOS, which is or Android for Android, right? So yeah, let's begin with the virtualization or the virtual box that we were talking about. Now, you first of all, one if you need to hack now, you can't hack with your own computer, right? I mean, your computer should be an isolated computer. You should have another computer in your computer. Because if you are targeting with your own computer, then there's a high chance that you might get caught, right? Or even if you are making malwares, maybe your own system can get corrupt. So we are using a different operating system to target another anything like that. So let me share the screen for the installation. Entire screen and okay, I'm going to share the screen now. So first of all, you need to go here and you need to type in. You can note down this process or I'm already recording it. So you will know. Take it. So I want to introduce you to two virtual machines. Now you got the idea, right? That virtual machine is a software, right? It's a software or an application that will enable you to run multiple operating system, which is like this is your host machine. Suppose you are a Windows user, okay? You're a Windows user and you want to run Mac OS in your Windows. Like you don't have to buy another computer or another Mac computer, but rather you can use VirtualBox as a medium to operate any other operating system like Mac OS, and we are preferring Linux. So introduction of Linux will be for tomorrow's part. Just today we need to install how this works. So type this VirtualBox and you should be able to search this virtualbox.org. It's from Oracle Box. So this is a pretty common software that people use and see, and it has only two prerequisites that your RAM should be more than 4 GB. Like if you, and yeah, you're probably hacking through a laptop, right? So what you're building is a computer. You're building a computer. So for that, and okay, let me just ask you again that if you want to run a computer, what is the requirement? How does a computer run? We all know that if we give a set of instruction, it presents it. But what are the components of computer that makes the computer usable? What do you think? If you think software and hardware, then what are the main components can you say? I just want to know how much you know about computers. Okay, RAM, CGPU, sorry, GPU, CPU, ROM, operating system itself. It's like a mediator between the software and hardware, right? Because that's the only thing that we know about it. We can't read binary languages, which is a form of application, or neither we can read zeros and ones or a machine readable code, which hardware uses, right? But operating system, yes, we can see. See, right now I can see the names, I can see what is happening and all. Yeah, exactly. These are the system that we need for a computer to run. So what does this virtual box does is that it will ask my host machine that please can you give me some CPU, can you give me some RAM. So now the I am enabling just okay, we are talking about Linux, so just take that example. I downloaded this Linux. Download this Linux computer. Like just imagine it's a file or it's a like a computer, and I'm running this in this box. Now this box is like a computer system. I'm putting my Linux in this, and now that Linux is acting like it's just like this. My host machine is a Linux computer. It's acting like that because it doesn't know that the resourcements or the requirements that he got was from the hardware components of my host machine. Now my host machine is Windows. Let's say my host, let me just show you how it actually, where you can even search about your system, right? Okay, what is happening? Let's say, this is my computer. And here in the settings, we all have access the settings, right? So there are various systems that we can, sorry, various components that we can know about. Like right now in my Bluetooth, I have connected with one of the things and this is where you can really see what is happening other than the CMD. You can see about your system. Sorry, not display, but yeah, you can really configure anything. Now, this is my laptop. I haven't really changed my name yet, which is not good. So you can access many things from the settings only to know about your computer. How much hardware does it do? Let me just go here and search for Task Manager. It will actually show me what right now, which resources is being used. So, okay, my Chrome is active, my VPN is active. Let's just wait, but okay, here it comes. So it has processes, performance, app history, startup users details, these details that you can go search here in the task manager. So right now, three application is active. This task manager, my VPN, and the Google Chrome. And background, this much processor is being happening. My laptop is a Asus computer, so that is why there's a lot of things like that. Anti-malware is running out, so it can check whatever I'm downloading from online, and then see so many things that you can search. Like you are just using two application, but behind this many processes is being used. So you can check your performance here. So you can see this CPU is taking 1 GHz right now in my host computer. And suppose I have like maybe more than 15, 20 CPUs. Okay. So right now my host is using one. Now I have made this another Linux, right? I have made my another computer in this box. Now this box will ask the host machine like, please give me two CPUs, please give me 4 GB RAM, please give me a bit of this and that. So it will keep asking. Even it will also ask the internet service, and that internet service is a bit different. It's not like a hotspot or Wi-Fi or LAN. It's a bit different that I will explain here. So right now, with our installation, you should know how it actually works, right? So now you got the idea. Let me just summarize that in short. So this virtual box will enable you to run multiple systems. Now, multiple operating system. Now, operating system is a computer itself, and it needs its own resources to run, such as CPU. You guys only told, right? You see, we need CPU, we need a memory, we need hard disk, we need something for storage, we need something to run applications, such as this and that we need. So we are taking that from the host machine, which is this. Like such as my RAM is around 8. So I'm given 2 GBs to each of my operating system. If I'm using Linux, if I'm using Remnants or anything like that. So go to this website. This is the official website. And you can see the release here. You can see the latest virtual box that's been, it's stuck. Yes, you can download here. It's a big blue button. And now if your Windows, you can like which platform packages it is. Now my platform is Windows, so I'm downloading my Windows. There are various others, and now you have to download this, but actually I have already downloaded it. So this is my virtual machine. If you once you will download now, you will have to run some permissions. It's nothing. You just have to keep saying yes and agree to the terms and conditions, and the software will be downloaded right here. Now there is another thing which is called VMware. For my or for this patch, I will prefer you to use VMware. But if you are a beginner and you just want an easy graphical user interface, then you can go for Oracle VM VirtualBox. Okay, yeah, I will explain you where to buy this also. This is I've been using this VMware Workstation Pro. Okay, so it's not a normal workstation. Let me just demonstrate how you have to download. So I'm giving you two options for a mediator which you want to use. Now, if you're asking which is better or what is the comparison, now if you're actually already working in a VMware environment now, you will clearly go for this as a better option. Now, because it has like good compatibility with VMware servers and data management tools, and overall probably a superior option for business use if one wants to go for that. I know it's pretty faster than a VirtualBox also, and it doesn't lag as much as a VirtualBox do. Personally, I hate VirtualBox. I have been it's very frustrating to really operate and check here because it just crashes most of the time. But yet I'm using this to operate my Windows 10. So yes, you can even, this is my Windows 11 and I can operate Windows 10 if I just run this button. So if once you will open this application, you will get a user interface like that. All right, let me just additionally show you. Additionally, you have to download this as well. Okay, note this down. This is an extension pack which will allow you to do more. You can just see what are the things that they will allow us to do. Okay, you can use this chapter manual to see what are the supported things that it just gives you more options to do anything. That is right. So I've already installed it. It will look like this. It's a tool actually. And it has also given me this adapter that enables me to run internet in any of the system. So this is the software, or this is the graphical interface that you will see, right? But for me, I have already installed this three operating system. For you, everything will be empty, and here you will find a button or a symbol like this. You can go to machine, but for you, if you are just a if you are a beginner, then you will see this button. Check out this blue button. I can't zoom in, but see, it's like a snowball sort of button, or you can just click in new. Okay, no need to learn symbols. Now you can type in your name, such if I am okay, we are downloading Kali Linux, right? So that okay, this is how to use a virtual box, but before that you need to download that file, right? So for the file, note this down. I'll just share you the link as well. This is where you need to download Kali Linux. So kalilinux.org. This is their original website. But we are not going to take Kali Linux from this website. But rather, I will say you uh, one website. Let me just. Okay. So this is the original website that you can get. They are provide. It's an open source, so you can run this operating system for free. This is how the page looks like, and there's a documentation if you want to see. But you just need to scroll down. This is how the interface looks like. So it has the various tools, but these are the common tools. But in customized Kali Linux, you will get even more tools like that. This is very common tools that all operating system of Linux might have. Now, okay, I want to say something to people who doesn't have laptop, or the Linux is not really working in your laptop, then you can install your Linux in phone as well. But I have given you that you can hack, but it will be limited. Okay, so you can download it using this file. There's this file. See, you can click this option and it will give you the link or the file for a mobile version. And there is another option which is USB. I've heard that some of you is also using boot drive. So this is a dual boot drive in which you will store your application file in a USB. And then when you insert that USB, your whole system, like the Windows system, will get shut down and Linux will operate in it. Okay, so there will be only one host, which will be Kali Linux. But here the main problem is then we do not have a target machine. For me, if I'm showing you, if I will demonstrate you, this will be, just suppose this will be my Kali Linux operating system, and this will be my Windows. So I want to target my Windows. I don't have another laptop to attack on, right? So for that purpose, I am using this. But if you're interested in dual drive, then you can just install this in USB. Like you need to completely format your USB, and then you can put that file in it. And now virtual machine. This is what we want. Okay, this is what we want. So let's go for virtual machine. You can install here, install Parallels. There is various things. If you want to install your Kali Linux in VMware, actually this is not a demonstration because we are not going to download this from here. Okay, I'm just showing you the original website on how people are downloading. Okay, let me just click on this download. So I'm redirected to this page on where I have to download. Now I want to download in my Windows. I'm searching for, here you go. So this is the recent edition of Kali Linux that they have. The original website has uploaded. It's 2022.3. Okay, so if you have a 32-bit operating system, then you can use 32. You can download the 32 one, and now if means my and I think most of the laptops is now 64, so you can download this 2.9 GB, but you do not have to because you have to use a customized. It's for your own good. Both are same, we are. I mean, the practicals of the tools that we are using is mainly common. Only additionally two, three tools are there. So go to this website, letsecurity.org. Okay, I've already clicked it. Let me just share you this link immediately. Yeah, it might run in, check yours if you're interested to install it in mobile, then it depends on each mobile, in each system it depends. Even in some yes, I will brief you. Okay, I will summarize this very soon. Right now, I've just showed you how to. Yes, we need to download both Kali Linux and a virtual box. As I've explained, virtual box is just a mediator between your host system and the Kali Linux. Because Kali Linux, we can install it right here. So you need to visit this link. Okay, and you maybe a default username and password might they might ask is root and tool. This is the common default password that they have provided, and you need to go down here in this download, and you need to click on this one link. Okay, click this one link. If that doesn't work, because maybe in some computer it doesn't work, so try here, or try here. So this is the different, but and if you want to, if your system is 32-bit, then you can install from this link. But if your is 64, then go for first link only. So you will be redirected to this page, and you can directly download here, right? And I have obviously installed it because it takes very, very long, and that is why my Wi-Fi is a bit slow, I guess. So you can install this whenever. If you don't have Wi-Fi maybe, or if your Wi-Fi is slow as mine, then you can just go to our college. I think everyone is from Parul, right? If everyone is from Parul, then use their Wi-Fi. Just take your laptop one day and then just go where there is very high speed, and then just grab their Wi-Fi and download this file. Okay. So this is as it's written also. It's customized by Z Security. So now what we have done for your convenient, because I'm speaking, maybe some of you might not have grasped it, or some of you might have network issue. One thing is you have recording, so you can rewatch this. Second thing is I will summarize this process in very short. I will give you additional videos, or I will also type this out, like step one you have to do this, step two in WhatsApp group itself, right? Okay, after this class I'll make sure to do that. So let's get back to that. So you don't have to worry about how will I do this, or it's not happened, because let me tell you, for me and for maybe most of the beginner, installation is a bit difficult part here. Even though it's very easy, but our system acts different. Our system need, for me, my system is very dramatic. It just asks for so many things, and Later on, it gives me what I want. That sort of thing. If you are also facing that same thing, that a simple problems that happens to your laptop, maybe Wi-Fi is not connecting, maybe that is not working, something is wrong, it's crashing down, this and that. You do not have to worry. You can do everything slow, step by step. I will give you the guidation, and if you have, if you still have trouble in installing it, then you can text me. I'll help that. So download this file. Now I have saved this file. I already have this file. Uh, this is somewhat here. Yeah, this is it. So you can see this is my file. I have been using it for maybe 3, 4 months. That's why this many things have been recorded. But this is my original file. You can see it's of 27 GB actually. It is not that much, but I have used that much my space and everything. Okay, that is the reason. So let's come back to the virtual box. So now you got how to download that file, right? And now that file will be an ISO file. So let's learn about ISO file. Okay, because that's a kind of extension that not many people are aware about it. And if you are in a cybersecurity, you should know about ISO. What is ISO and this and that? Let me see if anyone knows about it. Can anyone quickly tell me what's the full form of ISO? Let me see. What is it? Okay. Sorry, please don't mind. My laptop time is wrong and I forgot to change it. Please send link again. Okay. I'll send this in WhatsApp also, so don't worry. Because the chat, yes. Good, Rohan. International Organization for Standardization. And this is ISO means, and it has various security in it. Okay. So they have their own rules, they have their own law sort of thing that gives us security. It's like they have the whole documentation as well. See the ISO.org. You can visit and read this. What kind of standards, information security, IT security, privacy protection, this and that. There's a lot of things. So you just need you have to be aware about this thing that it exists. Okay. Wow. I can't understand it. Where is the translation? Hmm, okay. Let's just not get into it. So you got the idea. So this is an ISO file, which means they are providing it. They are providing it for us to study, for us to, attack, for us to learn how we can attack it. So this is that's the file that I've already showed you, right? The ISO file. So it stands for International Organization for Standardization. Now, this question can also be asked in quiz, not only in this course, but even if you're going to any course or any certification program related to cybersecurity, these questions are very common, and they won't ask the full form of ISO. They will ask what is ISO to 27001 or 27008, that sort of thing. There are like lots of it. You can see 27001, and there are lots. So get back to it. हाँ VMware में भी रन होगा वो मेरा VMware में रन हो रहा है एंड मैंने आपको वही बताया कि I'm using VMware to for my practicals because I don't like Oracle. That's why. But it's completely your choice. Whatever is flexible and easy for you, you can do that. Okay, so this ISO file was actually derived for it was actually derived for standardization or actually for file systems in like optical CDs, DVD discs, because earlier there wasn't wireless transfer for data or file sharing. So for example, if I want to immediately send file, I will use Extender, I will use share it in through my mobile phone, right? And if I want a wired sharing, then I can use my USB pin plug to exchange my phone, like data from my phone and laptop. So these were not available in those times. So in those times, CDs were the thing that were available. Okay, so that is how they designed it for that, like this ISO file. But right now we are using it to install it. Now you have two things in your hand. Okay, tell me the two things. I'll just write this down. You have a virtual box, like a mediator, and you have, I shouldn't have escaped. And now you have the link. or a customized link. Okay, you have these two things. You have a good laptop, or if you're using in phone, then even VirtualBox have for phone also, but it's better to use Termix. So yeah, now you have these two things. That is all we need, and now you can just begin with the installation. Get back to our VM. You gotta go here, machine, new. For you, you will just have that symbol here, the new button. Name your operating system. What is your operating system? Kali. Or you can just type in Kali Linux if you want, anything. Just type in Kali. And this is the default folder that have been created. And in this folder, all your operating systems are stored. Okay. And now the type, it's a Linux type. Okay. And for this one, Debian, you have this is the closest thing, for because we do not have a Kali in it, there is no specification for Kali, so you have to choose Debian 64. And for memory size, I would prefer you to do according to your choice. Abhi, for me, my laptop is of 8 GB RAM, and I know I need to upgrade that. So I am just giving 2 GB, and that's pretty enough for me. It runs very smooth and fast for me. So not that fast. You will know how my it runs. So just give it 2126 or any of that range, and do not exceed from this green line. It just shows you that it's you don't have that much capacity. See, if my RAM was of 16 GB, so this 8 MB, sorry, 8000 MB would be in this green line. So do according to your system. Give the thing that you can your system can handle. And now keep this as a default. Create a virtual hard disk. Keep this as a default, and now create. You have to create. Now you have to file a location. Which like what is the file location? Like I don't have a Kali Linux, right? I mean, I have the Z security, but I'm using that in my VMware, and this is VirtualBox. So just suppose there's a link here. The download a link. You have to click that link. You have to save it. Okay. So now you can give this file size. I am going to keep this as default because that's the best option. Now you can choose this VDI. This is you also have to keep this default because if you are using VMware, then you can use this and that. But I will always prefer that if you have these kind of options, please go for default because right now we are beginners. We do not need more complexity here. And now click this dynamically allocated. Even this is default. Now what does this means is suppose you have 2 GB RAM, right? But right now, my host computer, sorry, my guest computer. Now you are calling your Linux as a guest computer, okay? Because host is what my machine is, and I have invited a guest Linux in my virtual box. I'm letting him stay. Okay, come on, stay and use my 2 GB RAM, use my one or two CPU, use my processor. I'm just lending you some like it's like I'm lending you water, food, that you can stay here for a while or like maybe forever. And then your guest system, you have to, where am I, like, okay, I'm supposed to be here, I gave this link, this is default and this and that. So sorry, dynamically allocated was that your guest computer is using 2 GB, right? The default we have given is 2 GB RAM to this person, to this guest. Now it's not necessary that all 2 GB is in use, right? Maybe it's maybe 1 GB or maybe even lesser than that. So what does this do is it will adjust its space. Like it will just give the resources till 2 GB whenever it's in need. But in fixed side, you are just giving 2 GB. There is no less, there is no. But as a dynamically allocated, it will behave according to how we operate. So you have to create now. I have not put it anything, so you can see nothing is there. If I start, there will be nothing because I have not given any link in it, right? So that is it. You will find this, and but you got your Scali Linux, right? Now you have to go to settings, go to the settings, and there's just basic general settings that you need to configure. Keep most of the things should be default only. So okay, this is all right. Go to this advanced. Okay, we have this and that. Okay, this do this bi-directional. Okay, Now, what the thing is, if you are making a malware in Linux and now you want to share that file to Windows because I want to attack this window, right? Now, normally I can't really drag and drop here. See, you can see a wrong option, and that will show the same in the Linux also. If you are putting this, if you are putting disabled, so you need to enable bidirectional, which means if I have a file here, I can upload here, and if I have a file here, I can do that same here. So you need to okay that description, and everything is great now. Okay, so general, that's the only difference that you need to make for general. Now go to system, adjust your whatever you need. I mean, you should be able. The default you can go for maximum two. I would prefer you to two because that's enough. You don't go before like beyond that because that will become dangerous for your computer only. It might crash. That's why. Now that's all. Go to display. Display, you can go that give that to this many memory. Like it's your wish. It's basically the graphics controlling and all. Now for storage, it might show you a empty. Okay. For that, if you're using a customized Linux, now you will get an additional disk, or sorry, additional disk in it. So that will enable you lots of additional features in your operating system. So you can choose that from here. Like you can just go here and choose a disk file and it will see I already have this, but this is an ISO file. I can use this one, but I don't want to because I'm using this one to my VMware, right? So you can just see how it works. So you have to enable that. Now call it at PDH, showing this much and all. Audio, don't need to do anything. Network. Now this is one of the thing that is very, very important, and you will face this issue very much if you are continuously working in Linux. Okay. So always keep this to NAT. Always try to do a NAT. Now you might have learned about this in college also. NAT is network address protocol. Sorry, network address translation, which will enable this guest machine to the host to give some internet to this machine. Now you can't really get access. Sorry, you can't really get internet access directly. You need to enable this. You need to enable your NAT, or you can use this also. Now this is like host only adapter, which means that it will rely on your host machine to give some internet, and bridge connection would be like you might need a LAN cable for that as well, because otherwise your Windows won't work or your Windows internet won't work, and this will work. It will act like a bridge sort of thing. But the best is to do default. But if it doesn't work, if you have internet troubles, then there are various videos and things that you can go for YouTube, or you can ask me any doubt if you have. But always, I will always prefer that use one adapter and use this NAT one. That's enough. Other than, because if you're doing too much configuration here, there might be high chance that your Linux might not be able to connect to internet, and then you need to download things from GitHub and Firefox and all. That's fine. No need to enable serial ports right now. Shared folders, this and that, nothing like that. Then okay, everything is set now. Now you can click on the start button, and your Linux will run. Okay, that is all for VirtualBox. I will write the steps down. Okay, once this class gets over. Okay, yeah. Good. You guys are communicating with each other, which is nice. Okay, very good option Asha has bought, that you need to enable VPN. Okay, once you install your Linux, you have to enable your VPN to like just be secure, because if you are doing hacking. So hacking is actually illegal, but you are doing it for good purpose. You are doing it for learning purpose. That's why. Okay. So enable your VPN. For my Windows, like my Proton VPN, I feel it's the best. And for Linux, there's so many free VPNs that you can use. Now I want to introduce to this virtual machine now. This is VMware Workstation Pro. Okay. For this now, you also need to configure almost similar to the VirtualBox. Okay, there is almost same. You will get a graphical user interface like this. What you need to do is open virtual machine. Okay, open virtual machine, and the file that you have downloaded will be in this sort. So you can just click here. Okay, sorry, this is the VMX. So maybe this is it. Open. I'm gonna open this file. Uh-oh, something is wrong. Quick access. Okay, great thing that I already have a quick access here. Okay, this is the same. Sorry. I need to find my file now. Okay, Kali for VMware. This is the file that I've downloaded. Why is it showing the same one? This is bad. Oh shoot, actually it was already there. Dumb of me. Let me just open this again. Actually, the file was already open. That's why it showed empty. It was open here. So let me just try this again. Here it is. So this was the VMX format only. So this is the thing that you will get here. And see, this is so cute, you know. I mean, it's so very easy to be honest. So you can configure here the same as in you can go to VM, you can go to settings. VM is what? Virtual machine. Now you can configure here. So I have given my Linux two memory, just 2 GB, and processor, two hard disk is around 80 GB, and then yeah, see mine is also NAT. I tried to do this bridge today, and very bad error occurred. You know, I hated it. I don't like it. So yes, that's all. That's the only configuration that you need to do here, which is so convenient, right? You just need to, let me just, sorry, do that again. You need to give your memory this much, 2 GB, or if you have a 16 GB laptop, then you can go for 4 GB memory, okay? Just do according to what your system needs. Go for processor of 4 if you have 16 GB or 32 GB RAM in your system. And I've just given 2, which is fine for me. Then give a, this is just, this would be, what do we say, default. This is default. This is also, this will be in default only. And sound card display, no, nothing to add here. See, everything is fine. And you just need to click here, power on this virtual machine. Click here, VMware is starting. It is so much easier than the virtual box, right? So it's your choice, whatever is good for you. What I am doing is I am using my VMware for Kali Linux, and I'm using my virtual box to run my Windows 10 as well as my Windows 7. And Remnex is another type of operating system of Linux. It's a Linux distribution basically, which is used for malware analysis. So I'm using Windows 10 for malware only. But right now we are focusing on ethical hacking for you guys. So yes, it will take a bit time because mine is only 2 GB. If you have, okay, if you have 4 GB, then it's very low to be honest, 4 GB, because if you have 4 GB, at least give it 2 GB, you know. But the thing is, your host machine and your guest machine will run very, very slow, as well as there's a high chance that it won't work also. So, I mean, the common requirement is that you at least need 8 GB, but try yours. It's for the stuff in not Play Store or Google. You can find this on. I've showed you the link, right? So, like for the file, you have to visit this website that I will share you in WhatsApp as well. And for the virtual box, you need to visit Google Chrome or Google, whatever you are using. Go for the virtual box. See, you will just type in virtual box. You will get the Oracle VM virtual box. Go here. Yes, this is the original website or virtualbox.org. This is that page. Go for Windows host and it will redirect to where is the page. Okay, I'll just go again. Sorry. Go in the host and download it. Or download this extra that I've told you, all supported platforms. Okay, it's like a good extension pack. So it will just directly give you the download sections. Let me just go here and downloads. There's a whole bunch of documentation also. If you didn't catch caught what I told, you can do that. So I actually clicked this directly and this enabled. So yeah. So download everything from Google only, nothing else. And it's taking. So this is. I have changed my default actually. For you, it will be root and tour. Okay, it will be root and it will be tour. This will be your default, and then you can change out later. I have like changed mine into Kali and I've given my own password. So this is it, and then log in. Now I will teach you about how to change username, how to change password, how to do this and that, and all the introduction for tomorrow's class. So for you guys, the duty is you need to install VirtualBox. You need to, or you can choose the VMware according to your choice, and then you need to download the file that I provided you in the link, and then you need to open it. Do a bit of configuration. Like mostly everything is default. You just need to give some memory. You just need to give some processor. That's kind of enough, and then you can just run your virtual machine. So this is it. This is my Kali Linux. And since I have enabled drag and drop, let me just go to my file system. Now this is like the various tools. Let me just make another uh, folder. We can even make a folder in terminal. But right now I do not want to go to command sessions and all. Let's just uh, type gibberish. And where was that gibberish? I have minimized this to, okay, this was our gibberish file, and I just want to, okay, maybe my drag and drop is not available. So even I have not enabled it yet, I guess. I have enabled it, but I think I have actually resetted my Kali Linux, so I need to enable that as well. So it was here. I'll find this later because in VirtualBox it's different. Here it's different. Main level focus, where is the sharing and all? What's the time also? Okay. This is not there. I mean, I'm just searching what is there here to explain. Okay, I will need to enable that later to search because I'm confused because of this VirtualBox and VMware. I'll search that, but you can see now I have my virtual machine in my VirtualBox. Okay, so here I can perform my attacks. The introduction should be later, tomorrow only, because that will be fun. And tomorrow I'll teach you basic commands like ls, cd, let's say desktop, this and that. I'll explain you all the theories, like not theories, just basically practical. And now you always need to shut down. Okay, do not cut this directly. There are many users that do that. Don't do it. It's an operating system. You need to respect it. Do the shutdown or make it sleep or whatever you need. Don't even log out. Otherwise, you need to log in again. Just shut down it, and that's all. So that is all for the demonstration of installation. I hope everyone got it. I'll type this down in a very simple manner. Okay, so stop presenting, and yeah, so did you all understand how to install it? Wait. Yeah, we have to download from Z Security. I've shared you the link, right? I'm like sharing this again. Yes, it's okay that it will not lag, but the thing is that you need to download the one we are providing you because uh, mainly because you will have more tools, more access to the tools. And once, because you're not going to be just a beginner, right? Because at the end of the session and even after this course, you will try more, you will do more. That is why I'll send this in WhatsApp, don't worry. So yeah, that's the link. And for the VirtualBox, okay, I'll just share you the link for VirtualBox and VMware. I did not showed you the VMware, how to download VMware, so I'll show you that quickly. Where is the link? Okay, this is the link. Sorry. Yes, for by tomorrow, please download it. So like while we can do the practical from tomorrow now. Like you have to learn the basics, how to operate Kali Linux, you know. You need to learn CLI, you need to learn command line language. Yes, I will send the whole video link and how to like I will just type this down in WhatsApp group also. So don't worry about it. But till now, at least you saw how I was installing in a very graphical manner. That is why. Wi-Fi will be a problem in security that doesn't work. Yeah, it is very true actually. That's what I was facing. But if you are putting everything to default, there will be no problem. For me, okay, if you're asking me, go for VMware, okay, because it is much easier to access and there is only less configuration. For VirtualBox, there is a lot of issue regarding the internet as well, you know, that is why. So go for virtual machine. You can see there's only two things. You just go here and you'll be at home page, open a virtual machine. It will actually directly matlab, redirect you to that link. You can just choose that, or you can find that link or find the folder where you have downloaded. Just click there and it will enable like this, power on the machine, and done, you're done. And if you want to edit, it's very simple. Just go to VMs, go to VMs, go to the settings, and have many options. And then yeah, and if you want to really mess up with network, then you can go for this option, you know. I'm very scared, to be honest, to open this because I have spent today itself I have spent 5 hours regarding the configuration. So it is, for me, it is very difficult. And before that, actually, I will also give you some links regarding networking because networking is such a huge concept that I can't really cover in this course because we are mainly focusing on practical, as I've stated. So you need to learn at least basics about networking, how it works, you know, how NAT works. You saw how NAT, we enabled NAT as a default, right? So how does that work? How bridge connection works? And when you are going to a company, they will ask you to do some network configuration, or you will to understand how the company is managing their networks and how you are connected or your system is connected. How can you save them from this and that? That is why networking is a very common field in cybersecurity that everyone should know about. Even if you're working in malware, if you're working for penetration testing, if you're working for ransomware, you mean you need to have a basic knowledge about networking. Okay, so go learn a bit about. Yes, more than one OS can be installed. If just I show you that I have already installed Windows 10, Windows 7, and this is another Linux operating system, and now I have created this without the link. So this is also Kali Linux. If I had that link installed, then I would just simply put that in that file, and I could have run. So you can run many multiple operating system. What do you see on your keyboard? Huh? Okay, so that is all for this lecture. Okay, so now give your, if you have any doubt, you can ask now. And I'm turning on the microphones if anybody wants to interact with each other or anything like that. Okay, and please drop your enrollment number before leaving. So I really hope that by tomorrow you all will download, install your virtual machines and get ready with Kali Linux because we are going to learn some commands there. That is why. Okay. So put your, if you do not have doubts, put your enrollment number and then you can leave the meet. Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, are there any wireless attack means practical?
Uh, if I have to think about it, let me see. Actually, maybe I do have
Uh,
one. I have two, three practicals like that only. I'll share the, okay, I'll tell
अगर
you
वा-
what I'll do.
या अगर अगर वो वायरलेस वायरलेस ये मैं तो वर्चुअल बॉक्स सबको प्रिफर करूंगा मैं क्योंकि उसमें वाईफाई 6 का सपोर्ट होती है VMware में नहीं है वाईफाई 6 का सपोर्ट वो
हाँ हाँ वो
NAT
भी
में करे तो नहीं होता है
ओके ऐसा।
और काली का और ये जेड सिक्योरिटी काल लिनक्स का थोड़ा बग्स है फॉर सपोज लाइक hashcat they didn't even means solve the issue in the hashcat bug and cracking Hydra John the Ripper doesn't work if you try it with
ओके मैंने एक्चुअली
brute
किया,
force
एक्चुअली आई ट्राइड द हैश कैट, आई ट्राइड इन अर्लियर डेज ओनली। मैं तो उसी में से आई एम गोइंग टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट यूजिंग द हैश कैट एंड जॉन द रिपर। मतलब मुझे कोई इशू नहीं आया, बट इसीलिए मैंने दो ऑप्शन लोगों को दिया। अगर मतलब पीपल शुड फाइंड आउट बाय देयर ओन कि कैसे चल रहा है तुम्हारे सिस्टम में, क्या चल रहा है, क्यों नहीं चल रहा है, सब खुद सीखने का ना। करेंगे तो तुम सीख जाओगे ऐसा। दैट वाज माय सोल मोटिवेशन कि अब दो एप्स मैंने दे दिए, मतलब दो ऑप्शन दे दिए। अभी तुम लोग को जो लेना है तुम्हारे सिस्टम में, तुमको जो सॉरी कन्वीनियंट लगता है तुम